Seribu cara kau coba untuk menaklukkan aku. Seribu cara ku coba keluar dari labirinmu. Tak lagi bisa ku dirayu dengan lagu-lagumu. Sudah sampai aku di hari yang tak lagi biru. Dan malam kan datang, wajahmu tak pernah terbayang. Ku ada di sini, sendiri namun penuh. Jika kau kembali, takkan berlaku jatuh lagi. Langit pun mengerti, aku sendiri namun penuh. Kini saat kau tak pernah ada lagi, kau hilang sambil pura-pura patah hati. Cerita yang tak pernah benar terjadi. Aku tahu ku harus beranjak pergi. Oh, dan malam kan datang, wajahmu tak pernah terbayang. Ku ada di sini, sendiri namun penuh. Jika kau kembali, takkan pernah ku jatuh lagi. Langit pun mengerti, aku sendiri namun penuh. Sungguh merah, merah-merah jiwaku berbunga. Dulu tiada rasa dirasa. Dan malam kan datang, wajahmu tak pernah terbayang. Ku ada di sini, sendiri namun penuh. Jika kau kembali, takkan pernah ku jatuh lagi. Dan langit pun mengerti, aku sendiri namun penuh. Tanpamu, tanpamu, sendiriku tanpamu, namun hatiku penuh. Walau ada bayangmu yang harus ku hindari. Sendiriku tanpamu, namun hatiku penuh. Walau ada bayangmu yang harus ku hindari. Sendiriku tanpamu, namun hatiku penuh. Oh, oh, namun hatiku penuh. Walau ada bayangmu yang harus ku hindari. Namun hatiku penuh. Walau ada bayangmu yang harus ku hindari.
Amazing.
All
Have a
right,
seat.
another amazing performance
thank
by
you so
Jubilee
much.
Marisa. Welcome, have a seat.
Welcome.
So, no stranger to the program, as we've had her on before, but that was her new single, Sendiri. So something a little different.
Yeah.
You notice it's actually...
It's also in Indonesian.
Correct.
In Indonesia.
Yeah.
That's right. So tell us a little bit about this decision to shift to create this new single with Bahasa Indonesia instead of your usual English lyrics.
Yeah, well, I feel it'll be more fun to try something new.
Okay.
Since my previous recordings were all in English, and I thought that I think it would be cool to write in Indonesian and try new experiences.
Is it more challenging? Because many artists usually say it's so much easier to write in English and sing in
True.
English,
Yeah.
especially, I don't know, maybe phonetically or the words are longer.
Maybe you're more,
Yeah,
common and you speak in English more.
exactly. Did you run into the similar kind of experience as well?
Yeah, of course. But I tried to read Indonesian books, more Indonesian books to find like the right
Oh,
words.
nice.
Oh, wow.
To like collect the puzzles and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is more challenging.
Yeah.
Wait, so this is actually interesting for me because I grew up, speaking English as my main language and then Bahasa coming into later on. What was it like for you? Was English your main language? That's why your whole album, the first one, was mostly in English?
Well, I think it was pretty unique in
Yeah.
my house because I used to listen to a lot of English and Indonesian songs like both
Right.
at once. My mom talks to me in Indonesian, my dad talks to me in English. So it's like a very
Bilingual
unique household.
household.
Yeah.
But I guess that really helps.
Yeah, I know, and you feel more common with English, but you just want to take a new journey to do Indo, right?
Yeah.
I was listening to the lyrics as well earlier. I mean, I like how it all plays in together very nicely. Do you find it just as easy to express what you want to say through your song in Bahasa Indonesia as well?
Maybe because this is my first time releasing Indonesian,
Right.
so I feel like it's so new. It feels still really new to me. But yeah, I think I'm getting there.
I think so.
You were a
Yeah.
natural there. Yeah. Are you still gonna make Indonesian music in the future? Do you have a plan or
Of course,
something?
I think I'm planning into making an Indonesian album.
Oh, coming up after this.
Like, coming up after this.
Well,
These are there.
it starts with this, Sendiri, which for our viewers outside of Indonesia roughly translates to alone, I guess. So tell us a little bit about the song itself. What's the meaning behind it?
So I spent a year being truly alone, and then I found that it was the best time of my life because I traveled here and there.
Oh,
read
solo traveling.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then I read a lot of books, like new books that I've never knew before.
Yeah.
So I experienced new stuff, and I feel like it's a new way for me to find myself and try to love myself more. And so by that, I think it'll be lovely to make a song about it.
Oh, where did you go, if I may ask?
I was in Bali
Yeah.
for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And currently I'm in Malang right now, going back and forth, Malang and Jakarta, because I'm
Right.
in my last semester of going to college. So yeah.
I think there's something to be said about, I've done a lot of travels on my own
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
I'm sure you have as well. There's something to be said about you discover a lot more about yourself when you
Yes.
spend time alone, right? And I believe it's like part of the journey of self-discovery.
Well, I mean, finding myself by, traveling and seeing a lot of things that I really like connects many things in myself in a lot of ways. So that's what I'm trying to pour in this song by releasing Sendiri.
Nice.
Oh, speaking about the song as well, and now knowing the journey behind the whole creative process of you experiencing being alone, what is the meaning behind Sendiri that you want to portray to people that are listening for the first time?
Well, every time I listen to this song, I feel really happy.
Yeah, it has an
reminds
upbeat
me-
to it, right?
Yeah, it reminds me of all the happy memories I had. And I really want my listeners to feel the same way and feel very comfortable in being alone and that they're not lonely. You can be alone and not lonely.
Yes.
That's the message that I'm trying to bring up.
I honestly thought it was going to be a slow jam when I first saw the
Same.
title,
Same.
Sendiri, right? You think like
Yeah.
alone. You mentioned it's got this kind of upbeat kind
Yes.
of vibe. Tell me a little bit about how you would describe Sendiri from a musical sense.
I was referencing to a lot of oldie city pop,
Okay.
Indonesian oldie city pop, like Krisha.
Yep. Got
And
a little
then-
bit of that vibe.
Yeah, I
noticed.
was.
I like that you noticed it too.
Yeah, I
noticed
did.
it too.
I was looking up a lot to Krisha and then Rafika Duri, a lot of January Christie. Yeah.
Very nice.
Now with that in mind, is that someone that you've always looked up to for your inspiration for music? And how does it differ with the new tone of being more lighthearted and more fun than songs before that you made?
Well, I think for my previous songs, it was way more slower,
Yeah.
way more calm.
Yeah.
And now I think I'm bringing something new with this my new references as well. And yeah, I think I'm going this way.
now.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's talk about the creative process itself. I don't remember if I asked you this before. Are you the type that kind of like writes lyrics on the fly, or do you usually have the song first and then you kind of
Combine it.
create? Yeah, you create around the song. What's your process usually like?
Well, it really depends on my mood.
Okay, like most
Inspiration comes from anywhere.
I know. But usually I would have something to talk about first in my head.
Okay.
Like the idea
The
pops
theme,
out.
like
Yeah,
what
the theme. Then I would write down on my notes.
Okay.
Right.
And then hum it. Hum and just imagining like the skull of the song. And then I would take my guitar and just write it down.
So then you create like what mood you want this song to
Yeah.
be about. And in this song you actually collaborated.
True.
You had a collaboration with Ilman Ibrahim. Tell us about the collaboration. How did it come together? Who approached who and so on?
Well, I was working as a barista at
Oh, really?
Yeah, at the age of 13.
Ah.
Okay.
And then while I was working, turns out Ilman, my producer, was working upstairs. So there was this studio, and then he ordered a coffee. I gave him the coffee.
This is so cute.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is such a cute way.
And then I told him, in Indonesian, aku bilang, Kak, aku nyanyi. I said, I can sing. And then he was like, okay, why don't we just make a demo tonight?
Right, it was just like that.
That night?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
like
wow.
8 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
And then since then, we started making a lot of demos, but we've never really released it. And then this one, we're like, okay, I think this is time.
This is the
Oh,
one.
wow. Look at you taking initiative. You know, a lot of people would be shy to see someone that they look
Yeah.
up to, you know, just there.
She's singing him his order.
Yeah, exactly. Would you like to?
That's very nice. So, so that's the backstory behind the collaboration, and basically, what was the reason that this particular song was the one that you guys decided on? I mean, after many demos.
Well, I think, I'm not saying like this is the final one
Right.
or whatever, but so far from all the demos and songs that we've been working on, I feel like this is the one that is very me.
Okay.
I feel very close to it, and I really want to share it to a lot of people.
Nice.
Ah, now, speaking of this, the production of the song as well, we heard, and correct us if we're wrong, that there's a few challenges to it. So what are the most challenging moments when you had, that you thought, oh, I don't know if I want to continue with this song? And what made you want to persevere and release the song at the end?
I feel like beating myself and battling with myself with my own insecurities and writing in Bahasa Indonesia
Yeah.
was one of the biggest challenges, because this is my first time writing in Bahasa Indonesia, and it's just really challenging. Other than that, we had 7 different demos of this song.
Oh,
and
wow.
different notes with different arrangements.
So different
Yeah.
versions of the same song.
Yeah.
Oh.
I actually would be very interested in hearing
The
all of
unreleased
them.
versions?
Yeah, the unreleased versions.
And so we had to pick one from
Yeah.
all the 7, and
Yeah.
it really took time.
How did you decide? I mean, when it comes to, you know, this selection process.
Oh my God, it was just a happy-go-lucky thing. I was just
Yeah, go by
picking it up
feeling.
randomly.
Don't look and just keep
I'm
going.
sure they're all quite good as well.
Yeah.
You mentioned that this might be a part of a larger overarching project that is hopefully going to be in Bahasa Indonesia. Is there a particular kind of, you know, you mentioned something about, you know, creating an idea in your head first, a theme, and sometimes musicians like to create not just one single, but an entire album around a certain theme. Now this song itself has already a very unique theme on its own. Is this something you plan on continuing as part of a larger project, or is it going to be just singles that you create and to create a collective of Indonesian-based songs?
Yeah, I think this is a very good intro and a very good entry for my upcoming album. I really want to talk about girlhood and its uniqueness
Yeah.
and its fun. To be a girl in my 20s and all the problems and all that.
I like how she's looking at me.
Yeah, not me.
Yep, I get
Can't
it.
relate.
You know
I
what
get
I
it, girl.
mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm trying to bring up.
Okay, very nice.
Well,
And-
I'd love to hear it, and you feel relatable to those songs. But with this one, what are the messages that you want to share from this project itself?
If I can give you guys like one sentence, it's okay to be alone.
Yeah.
And you still can have fun by being alone and not lonely. And yeah, just go out and have fun, guys. It's fun.
It's fun being alone.
I may not be a 20-something-year-old woman, but I can tell you that your 20s is the time that you should enjoy being alone. Don't rush too much because life will happen later on.
Yeah.
And if I had to redo it, like those 20s were the time when I had a lot of time to spend on my own, and I felt, wow, I wish I got to enjoy those a lot more. And I'm glad that you're able to be aware enough to enjoy it and to share it with the rest of the world. So it's available on all streaming platforms already.
Yes, it is available
Okay.
everywhere, and you can watch the music video on my YouTube channel.
There you go.
Exciting. Well,
Can't
thank you
wait.
so much again for coming
Thank you
here,
for having
Jubilee.
me.
Thank you.
Hopefully we see you more with more projects soon. Alrighty, folks, let's take a break. And after the break, there are more updates for you. So stay with us only on the C Morning Show.